team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's back. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive is to the hook. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
In the middle, it's Tate. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close.
And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
To throw, it's back. Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse. There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air on first down. Release to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Wants to throw. It's Saying. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first. Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Saying. Thanks for grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Okay, operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got the quick completion. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's back. extending the play. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Snagged in the middle. It's Fletcher. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. He makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. He wants to throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Canes. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he added the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and...
Lost one deep down the right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. You're going to find out here.
Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged on the outside, it's Jackson. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
To the ground with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because
he's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for room, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Rolls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to run it in. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Sayed. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's back. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
You're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. They almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On first down from the 13-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football?
The offense pops it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And that is a critical mistake. Offensively, you've got to understand, I'm up. It's the 4th quarter. I'm in scoring opportunity right now. One thing I can't do, Palmer,
Put the ball on the ground.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for a man. It's back. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
29 Phillies, 2-9 Hornet.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, out of space. The inside. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
So maybe just to make the final score look a little better, they'll go for 2 here. Let's take on a pig, anybody? Oh, they're after him. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finish shows just how potent they are, an 88-yard touchdown pass. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Back to pass, it's back. He lets it fly. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.